Did Obama say that Michael Gardner could have been his cousin in them? Did he say that, Mr. Brown, who was killed in Ferguson, could have been his son, could have been his nephew? No. Why? Because that was an issue. That was a scenario that he didn't want to jump inside of. Law enforcement involved with that. George Zimmerman, he was fake-ass top flight security of the world, Craig. He wasn't affiliated with law enforcement. He was essentially a private citizen. And that's not lost on me. Now, am I hating on Obama for what he said? No. I'm just saying that if he's going to humanize the victims of stereotyping, then he should also have done the same thing with the victims when they're victimized by police. What about young Tamir Rice? Young Tamir Rice. Did Obama say, hey, that could have been my son? No, he did not. The reason why? The involvement of law enforcement. Truther writes, a lot of are not mature at 44, 54, 64, 74, 84. Wait a minute, you're not mature at 44, 54? Damn, you're grown. Ms. D writes, why not teach children that guns are not toys, combined with gun locks and or safe? I agree with you. But at 6 years old, I mean, that's just a precious little age right there, because they're in school, okay, at 6 years old, have probably either completed an entire year of school and or is in the process of it. 6 years old, okay, you can understand simple commands. You understand how to stand in a line. You understand how to control yourself and things like that. Is it unreasonable for your parents to say, listen, don't touch this gun? And then they watch you put the gun in a place that when you're not around, they can actually get access to it. I mean, am I going to expect my son at 6 years old to say, you know what, Daddy said don't do this? I mean, I don't know. Cruther writes, men. Yes, I am. Yes, we are. What about us, Cruther? Men. What exactly does that mean? Hey, listen, I'm not sure if you've ever had to deal with this before, but I'm reading here in the city of Cincinnati that, listen, we got something to be happy about. We are no longer number one. And I know that seems a little bit oxymoronic. Why would I be happy for Cincinnati to no longer be number one? I mean, you love Cincinnati, Nate, right? Yeah, all true. I want Cincinnati to be number one. But not when it comes to being a bedbug city. Remember when Cincinnati was a number one city for bedbugs? Hey, listen, some improvement. Back in 2011, Cincinnati was ranked as the number one city for bed bugs. How's that possible? And now we've fallen to number 8. Hey, success! Yay! Bed bugs are on the decline here in the city of Cincinnati. Way to go! Hip hip hooray! Have you ever had to deal with bed bugs? Nasty. Let me tell you that. You don't want to deal with that. Something about the idea of some type of insect living in your house, feeding off of you. And those things are very, very difficult to get rid of. I mean, you damn near have to poison where you live to get rid of those damn things. And they will resist and defy all types of conventional measures. I mean, it really is. So if you feel like something's crawling on you, or you feel a little bit, I don't know, different, then perhaps you should look into, seeing if, you've got a bed bug issue. I mean, that's just nasty. Not a good thing. And they say that it has nothing to do with the cleanliness of your house. Like, you can have someone come to your home and they got a bed bug or two, a little traveler, and they sit on your couch, and the little traveler jumps off of them and crawls into one of the crevices of your couch. You lay on the couch. It feeds off of you and starts to multiply. Before you know it, you got an epidemic and you don't even know it. So hip, hip, hooray. Hey, things are getting better in the Queen City. We're no longer number one. Cruther writes, correction. A lot of men are not mature at 44, 54, 64. Oh! So let me tell you, you're telling me there are no immature women who are 44, 54, 64, and 74, and 84, Cruther? Is that what you're telling me? There's no maturity out there? I've heard that, especially about Cincinnati dudes. You tell me, oh my gosh, bed bugs. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. Man, listen. If I have family members who are like, listen, I'm dealing with this bed bug problem. I'm like, listen, until you get that problem dealt with, we'll holler at you. We'll holler at you. Is that wrong? Is it wrong to bar people in your own family? Let's say they confide with you and say, oh my God, I'm just getting over this bed bug issue. And then your ears perk up like, bed bugs? Hey, we're going to come over for holiday tomorrow. We canceled the party. Okay. Is that wrong? Hell no, it ain't wrong. Hell no, it ain't wrong. Dare writes, Nate, I used to be an exterminator, and let me tell you, the bed bug jobs I had to do were nasty, to the point I was so afraid to bring them home every day. And eventually, I had to find another line of work. That nasty? Oh, my God. I've seen some of the infestations, you know what I'm saying, firsthand with my own eyes. I had a family member that was dealing with that, and it seemed like there was a problem that was too big for them. Like, I had a family member whose bedroom had to be resprayed and resprayed and resprayed. And the mattresses, who they had paid a lot of money for these mattresses. Now, if you go out there and you spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, as you should, to get an appropriate bed, I'm just sitting telling you. I've learned over the years that as you get older, the one thing you need to value is your body's ability to restore itself. Sleeping, your sleep time is critical. You should prepare to go to bed every single day. And as you get older, you understand your body and you know how to optimize your sleeping experience. You should have plants around you, certain types of plants. You shouldn't be on your phone. There's a lot of things that go into sleeping properly. And I think one of them is getting a proper bed. You know, you got some beds out there. You can spend $2, $3, $4, $5, even more than that, thousands of dollars. And I'm here to tell you, it makes a difference. I've learned over the years, it makes a huge difference. There's a difference between sleeping in a type of mattress that after 7, 8, how many hours you get every single night, you wake up and you feel refreshed. You're ready to go out there and conquer the universe, right? You feel your batteries have been recharged. And the type of bed where you wake up and you feel like your bed has been beating you up all night. You got more aches and pains after waking up than you did before you fell asleep. So if you spend $2,000 on a bed and then you get a bed bug infestation, are you going to throw your mattresses out? Hell no, in most cases. We got to get these mattresses treated, right? No, hell no. I'm sleeping on this bed, right? I get it. So I had a family member who was in that situation. They had paid a lot, more than $2,000 for a very, very specific type of bed, for their particular body. And when it got infested, they just couldn't, I was like, give it up. Just get a bed up. No, I can't do that. I'm still paying on it. I'm like, you're still paying on this bed? Yeah. So I get it. I understand. It can be very, very hard. And so now you got to poison your mattress that you're going to sleep on just to get rid of the critters. And then, if you're a family member, you want to help out, but you don't want to help out to the point where you bring any little riders home with you, unbeknownst to you. Listen, back in 2011, there was even talk in the city of Cincinnati of people about not wanting to go to movie theaters. Because you go to a movie theater and that's a community spot, right? That's a public spot. There's a lot of different people on those seats. It's not inconceivable that somebody has a bed bug in their purse or somebody has a bed bug in their pocket and they go to the movie theater. Oh, you love Star Wars. We love Star Wars. And their bed bug goes from their pocketbook or their pocket into either your pocket. Hey, maybe it's the wintertime. You take your coat off and you stuff it in the seat next to you and you get a little traveler. How nice. It's like a little gift bag in an insect's body. You can take it home with you. Enjoy. Craig writes, right, Nate, I bought an expensive mattress. Best decision the wife and I made in a while. Right. As you get older, what you'll find is one of the best decisions you'll ever make. Craig said it perfectly. One of the best investments you're ever going to make will be in a mattress. You know it. Craig writes, not wrong at all. I had a family member who had them. Haven't been to my house since I Oh, hasn't been to my house since. It's been a wrap. See ya. Seen ya. Listen, you're not wrong for that. You do not want your house to be infested, okay, at all costs, period. I'm just telling you straight up. That's just me. And I got children here too. Oh, hell no. Angela writes, I work in children's services and always was fearful of bringing bed bugs home. Told my husband if we ever had a problem, we were just going to move. Hashtag terrified. It depends on when you find out. It really does. It depends on when you find out. If you find out early enough, and it's very difficult to do so, because you got to understand is that these creatures, right, they have, through the process of evolution, they know how to basically interact with their host. And humans are a potential host. So they have evolved, right, to get around, to not be seen, to slip into cracks, and then to basically crawl on you and feast on you while you're sleeping at night. Dale writes, I had one job. The infestation was so bad that one bedroom that there were mass in corners of walls. And when we went to move the mattress, the whole box spring was covered with bed bugs. The whole box spring. Oh, my God. I'm just, in my mind's eye, I can actually see that. I mean, listen, somebody's got to do it. They really got to do it. And really, those exterminators, man, when you're dealing with a bed bug infestation, that's a premium job right there. That's so important because you want somebody who's going to come to your house and do the job right and bring you that peace of mind that these little invaders have taken away from you. I get it. But my problem is that you have to poison your mattress and then I got to sleep on this? I mean, essentially, you're going to spray my mattress with cans of Raid. And then you want me to sleep on this? Hey, just put a sheet on it and some pillow covers. No, negative, man. And I have to inhale this while I'm sleeping on the mattress? So nah. And see, it's one thing if you get into your home. That's one thing. Okay. And I would say it's easier to deal with. But in the city of Cincinnati, what we were dealing with back in 2011, and again, we're number 8 in the country. So of all the major cities, we're number 8. That's still kind of high to me. I mean, we're top 10. That ain't good. But what happens is you have people who lived in apartments in the city of Cincinnati. You lived in these apartments. And these bed bugs were moving from apartment to apartment. Like, that's how my relatives were dealing with it. They were living in an apartment, and if they found out through the management that one of their neighbors had it. So these things just travel through whatever means they need, whether it be ventilation or just the cracks and crevices that exist in all dwellings and in all apartment buildings, from one place to another. And they are attracted to the carbon dioxide that you exhale. Did you know that? If you're looking for bed bugs, then you want to look wherever you lay your head. Okay, like, so whatever side of the bed that you lay your head on, that's where you want to look. Because that's where they're going to reside. Close to where you are expelling the carbon dioxide. They're drawn to it. And then the other thing I know, I'm just going to share this with you, then we move on, about bed bugs, is that they are they're nocturnal, but they're very, very active right around sunrise. I know that you're like, where are you getting this stuff? Again, I research things when I don't understand them. And I had a family member that was dealing with this, so I was doing a lot of research trying to help them out. So if you're someone who rises around sunrise, you may be concerned, something biting me. Sometimes you wake up, you feel that kind of way. Check your headboard, check your mattress at the top where your head is. And I mean, you got to check it good too, because if you don't have a major infestation, you might just have 1 or 2 bed bugs. Some things, they can crawl into the smallest places. Okay. So get yourself some gloves. Okay. And then open up every crack, crevice, look at it with a flashlight. You might even want to take some alcohol and wipe it just to make sure, even if you don't think anything is there. And I'll tell you what we do here in the Ivey household. I check the mattresses on a weekly basis, and I spray around, the corners of the bed, because that's how things are going to crawl from the floor up on a regular basis, whether I see anything or not, just to make sure. Simple as that. Edward writes, Deanna writes, make sure your mattress is enclosed in plastic. That can